I absolutely love going in the night time. Hassle free. Totally epic. I've actually fastened my bags around my hips this time, so that, because I normally don't use the hip strap, but I've used them for the extra support. So cold. When I just pressed record on my camera, I couldn't actually feel my fingertips. And I'm not even smoking. Mental. I'm just walking down this little path. I'm being a little bit of a stumble bum at the moment because my bag is so heavy. It's this bad boy here on my chest. It kind of wears it out evenly from your back to your front. But then if you tilt sideways, it's game over. You're on your knees like. I'm well outside the city now. Just having a little 5-minute break. You can see the lights of the factory and the lights of the city. It's a bench I'm just chilling at for 5. And I'm on my way again. My bag's starting to cut into my shoulders, but the hip straps are helping a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. So, peace out. So I am finally here at camp. It is diabolically cold. It's my kit was a lot heavier than usual because I've padded it out with more lining. I padded silver blanket and an extra foam mat for my hammock. So see if it makes a difference in the comfort in the hammock and obviously the warmth in the hammock. I'm going to put it through the 2 compartments in the actual 10th wonder hammock so that it creates a dead space, and then I'm going to put my 3/4 roll mat in for my torso, and then a tinfoil blanket, then a sleeping bag in my Gore-Tex bag. So it should be totally sweet. So I'm not worried about the cold at all, and plus I'm wearing like proper army grade wool jumper and my long johns, Helicon ones, so I'm nice and warm, and I didn't even sweat on the walk down here, so it's quite good. I've got to my camp, my first camp, and the Dakota fire pit from last week is still perfectly fine. No one's fallen down it, and so yeah, I'm going to use that tonight. I'm going to get it going shortly and put my hammock up and get going once I've had a drink, because I am thirsty. I just went to pick up my bag and I've dropped it, and it's managed to wedge itself upside down in the Dakota fire pit. Mental. I'm gonna have to get this shit out now. It's got to be totally funny because the first thing that I checked when I dropped my bag, not was my solar panel or anything, but my eggs. There's one got a little dent in it there, but I'll be alright. And this one too. It's got like a crack in it. It's all good, but I'm sure you're not really here to watch me talking about me dropping my eggs. Epic. So this is my foam mat. A big thanks to Jay for that. From our 5-day trip. My rucksack, I've put it in a place where it's not going to fall over this time. But yeah, my Dakota fire pit is still perfectly untouched from last week. well, like 7 days ago. So yeah, all the things, just leafage that's fallen down. So I'm going to get my stuff together and get going and putting up my camp together. Right, so when I'm packing my bag, I pretty much prepare this so that the stuff I'm going to use first is easy access. So once I take my sleeping bag basically off here, I undo this basically bottom pocket, and this stuff is accessible really fastly. So I've got my sleeping system, Hornet, basher, another basher. I keep this basher in the top of my bag, and then I've got my bungee cords, tent pegs and stuff and everything to put up my shelter, because this is stuff I'm going to use first, so it's easy accessible from the bottom end of my bag. So that is my shelter up. It's freezing still. I've got DPM tarp, 2 different shades. As you know, I like to close up the back there, the back end of my thing, so that it's not completely open. Bungee cords, storm rings are in. I have my 3/4 length in there, and I think a tinfoil padded blanket, and then in the actual compartments between the two sets of material I've got a foam mat. So I've got to get my sleeping bag in there. My campsite looks like a bit of a mess at the moment. On the way to sort it out now. Gore-Tex bag, my sweetie bag. I'm going to have a brew, I think, before I go on anymore. Just finished making my cup of tea on my little compact stove. Goes in this little box. Keep it in the top of my bag, easy to get a brew on the trail fast, because it's these little mini gas bottles. You can get bigger sizes, one like 3 sizes, so I just get them ones because I can just carry one and it's like 15 brews. So I'm about to light my fire. I've got all my wood sorted. I've got quite a few thick ones on the bottom because the bottom of the hole is quite wet, so we'll see how that goes. I'll take my sleeping bag out before I light my fire, and I'm not messing around later with it. So you can't beat it. bad boys going now. Woo! It's actually starting to creep up, I think. It's not that cold. I think it's just because I've been moving around a lot. Yeah, we're going now. I cannot wait for tea. Well, I'll call it a midnight feast because it's quite late. When this Dakota fire pit is this high, that's when you can see the benefits of it. Very little smoke, extremely high flame, and obviously if you bring the flame from the level of the ground, you're going to get that heat. That's epic. Totally warm. Just sterilising this grill. It's been out in the woods a few weeks, like. Put on the flames, just gets all the rubbish off of it. My sausages are almost done. I've got some noodles, sausage noodles, and I've got some buns. Simple things. They're them red onion and pork sausage again. I actually really like these ones. Epic. This is absolutely amazing. Well, I'm just sitting next to my fire, chilling out. Nice hot cup of tea. It's totally almost time for hammock time. I'm looking forward to it because it'll be slightly warmer. My fire's burnt to a crisp. It's been an epic night, quite good. Finally have order in my camp. All my kit's underneath the tarp on the floor. Everything is tidy and sorted. Well guys, it is morning. Oh. Well, not much of a bad night. I actually slept like a little baby. My camp from the other side of the pond. Well, a little tiny stream.